School starting! Yay! So it's almost halfway through 2021. Like, what? It's kind of hard to believe. Very hard to believe. Anyways, we're here June 2021, and school's about to start. So I need to plan up stuff in advance, so that hopefully I don't keep forgetting assignments. And here you see me make my June spread basically. And this part is the calendar for the month of June, just dates and stuff. And then I also decided to add in a little quote. And the aim for this quote was just to remind myself that it's okay to get distracted and it's okay to drift off and to let yourself wander. Because in the month of May, I definitely got distracted a lot, and I wasn't always productive because sometimes I would just think aimlessly and so-called waste time. And I think that's okay, and this quote just reminds me that it's okay to wander off and to let your thoughts run wild. And that's the kind of energy and the kind of thought that I wanted to put into a quote. And what I ended up with was a little cringy, very cringy. Just breathe and feel and let the soul run wild and wander free. Yeah, very, very cringy. But that was what my quote was, and I colored it up a lot to to cover up my mistakes. And then I decided to construct a little brain dump because brain dumps are essential, aren't they? And here I decided to do a little design for the brain dump, basically just fern trees, because originally I was going to go for a greenish theme, and then I eventually decided not to, as you'll see later. So basically the brain dump. And I also made little categories for my brain dump just to remind myself of what I can put in the brain dump. And I also just realized that I've misspelled doodles. I misspelled that. Anyways, so I just made little categories for what I could put in my brain dump, any doodles or any poetic thoughts or just any ideas or anything along those lines. And that's what the aim for my brain dump was, and I basically just left a lot of blank space. And then I made a little video planner, basically just YouTube stuff. And then the actual back to school spread. So I started off with a cute little back to school thing, and then I listed down all my subjects. And in this space I plan to just keep track of any important tasks or important assignments. And then here I basically realized that I wasn't going to go with the green and gold theme. So I changed up the background aesthetic a bit to go for that old school book type theme. And here you see me construct my little past papers table with all the subjects in the left column, all the papers, which each subject basically has a different number of papers, and then all the years. And also those little V's are for the version. So I solve one version of each paper because there are like 3 versions of each paper. So I basically just write the version, and then then there's a little column for my marks, once I've finished correcting those past papers. So basically this month I hope to solve a lot of past papers. So I just wanted to keep track of which past papers I'm doing, how I'm scoring on those past papers, and just for practice purposes. And and then I made a little timetable just for my classes and stuff. We haven't actually gotten our timetable yet, so that's why I just filled it up with pencil just to show you how it look. And then I continued the spread the next morning, so I apologize for the weird lighting situation. And here I was basically making my morning up, or like just listing down stuff from my morning routine, just to remind myself of all the things that I need to do in the mornings, because I tend to forget. So that's what I did, and yeah, that's how it looked in the end. And then I started to make my weekly spreads. So actually the first week, I wouldn't be having school for the first week. My school starts from the second week. So my first week spread is a little bit different. Here you see the tracker at the top, and basically I would forget to fill my tracker if I put it in the monthly spread. So this time I decided to do one for daily. And here basically each letter symbolizes something. So the first one is if I'm studied, if the second one is for if I've solved any past papers, for reading, exercising, studying my German, if I haven't spent too much time on social media, for my blog, and finally for mental health, and just to keep track of how I'm feeling. And then because for the first week I plan to do a lot of cooking, I decided to make a little space for planning what I wanted to make. So I just put some stuff in pencil just so you could see how it looks. And then after that, two columns for events and for what I've studied, basically which chapter I've decided to study. And here in the column, here is the second week, which from when my school starts. So this is the first day, and here in the column you see a little box for tracking which past paper I've solved. So just so that I can decide which past paper I want to solve each day. And yep, that's my second week spread. And here in the corner is one of the most important things in my spread, which is my assignments list, because I keep forgetting which assignments are there, and yeah, it's a mess otherwise. So this way I can keep track of my assignments. And here I have some empty space that I'm not really sure what I'm going to use for as of now, because I think I'll be able to figure out once school starts. So here I could do events or plans, or put up my goals for the week. Maybe I could put some quote. Maybe I could just jot down any new vocabulary I've learned. Something along those lines. And you can really include anything in that extra space. You could also use up some of that space for including in the days if you like. And then I flipped back to my monthly spread, because I decided to add in some extra things, and that is my books, and those things were my books list, which is basically a list of the books that I've read. And here in pencil I've written a book that I haven't actually finished yet, but yeah. And then there's a column for my rating out of 10, and also one for if I've reviewed the book or not, because I aim to review all my books. So yeah, so just a column for that. And then I also made a little column for my research topics, because I hope to do a little more research. So yeah, and then this was the end. This was my spreads in total, and thanks for watching. So yeah, thanks for being here, and stick around for more research videos if you'd like, and check out these ones. And yeah, au revoir. See you next time.